Welcome to Online Safety 101. In this video, we're going to be talking about steps you can take to protect your data and privacy. This class will provide a basic overview of online safety, including creating strong passwords, browsing securely, avoiding suspicious links, recognizing hacks, and more. There is so much on this topic. I will provide some additional resources at the end that you can look into. There are many terms connected to cybercrime. Some of them are malware, viruses, spoofing, phishing, smishing, Trojan horse, ransomware, and worms. These terms describe various ways of infecting your devices with malicious software or persuading you to take an action by impersonating people or companies you know. This is an example of phishing. You receive a spoofed email that looks like it's from your bank, saying that it has noticed suspicious activity on your account, and it asks you to click a link. If you click on that link, you could unleash malware onto your device, and it could also take you to a spoofed website where you will be encouraged to log in. Once you do that, the criminals will have your login information. Example 2 is similar to example 1 in that you receive a spoofed email that looks like it's from someone you know, and it contains a link to an article. If you click on the link, malware may be downloaded onto your device, and it could include a keylogger program, which will record all of your actions on your phone or computer, including recording your passwords. This is an example of a business email compromise phishing attack, where a criminal infiltrates a CEO's social media accounts because the account is public or by creating a false friend request, and then uses the information on social media to guess the CEO's work email passwords. Information like children's names, birthdays, pets can be used to guess passwords. Once in the email, the criminal can go through all the sent mail and figure out how best to strike the company. In this example, the criminal spoofed an email from the CEO to the financial officer and attached a fake invoice for thousands of dollars and asked that the funds be wired to an account the criminal had set up. Never wire money without verifying, preferably in person or through a phone number you have for the person. Things get worse for this CEO because he used a similar password for other accounts, and those accounts were also compromised. It is true that your data will never be completely safe if you use the internet. As soon as you connect a device or download software, you are opening yourself up to risk. Antivirus programs are constantly being challenged by criminals, and often they are behind the criminals. But fortunately, steps can be taken to increase your security and protect you from cybercrime. It all sounds bad, but we're going to show you in the next few slides ways that you can try to protect yourself. To protect yourself, you want to make sure your important accounts, such as online banking, email, online shopping, and social media, have strong and unique passwords. Be very suspicious of emails and texts, and do not click on links or attachments that you're not expecting. Use a bookmark in your browser for frequently visited sites. Never wire money without double checking, preferably in person. Never store passwords in email or in a cloud service, and don't reuse passwords or make minimal changes across accounts. Make sure to back up your vital information to an external hard drive or USB and keep it safe. There are many systems to create strong passwords, and you need to find the one that works for you. This is an example of one that uses a number symbol combination, such as $8, and a phrase that you can easily remember. The itsy bitsy spider went down the water spout. The password becomes the number symbol combination, so $8, and then the first letter from each word of the phrase. You can change some of the letters to symbols where it works for you. So here we have $8, T exclamation point, BSWD TWS. Then at the end you invert the number symbol combination, so $8. Here in my text, it's all capitals, but when you create your password, it will be a combination of small letters and capitals. You can add as many symbols as you like. Remember to save this somewhere safe on a well-hidden piece of paper perhaps, and not in the cloud or in your email. We have already established that email is a critical account that needs the utmost of protection. It is a major portal for scams and abuse, along with text messages. So if possible, do not use Yahoo Mail. If you have a Yahoo Mail account, you may want to create a new email account because Yahoo has experienced massive data breaches several times over. Do not click on links or open emails that you're not expecting, and definitely turn on two-factor authentication. We're going to talk more about that later. Use a unique and strong password, and understand that any documents stored in cloud storage accessed through your email will also be compromised if your email is hacked. Two-factor authentication is an important security measure that protects your email and other accounts that offer it. It provides that in order to access your account, you need more than just your password. You need a code that can be sent via text message or a mobile app or the use of a security key. If somebody gets a hold of your password, they will not be able to enter your account without this code. When you are on your familiar devices, you will not be asked for a code, but if you try to log into your account on an unfamiliar device, then you will need to enter the code. It's a great way to secure your account. An important element of browsing securely is to create bookmarks. Use your browser to go to a website, an important site that you go to often, such as your bank or online shopping. Check the address, make sure that it is correct and there are no small spelling errors or other clues that it's not the real site. You can click on the lock symbol next to the address and it will show you if it is a valid site and let you know that the connection is secure. Once you're sure that you have reached the site that you need to go to, make a bookmark in your browser. That way you won't need to use the internet to search for the site. You will just use your bookmark and go straight to the site that you've already verified. It's important to keep your software and apps up to date. If you get a notice that there's an update, go ahead and install it right away. This usually indicates that there's been a weakness identified, and if the company knows about it and has created a patch for it or an update, criminals also know about it and will be trying to exploit it. Also, if you're not using software or apps, just remove them from your devices because they're very likely out of date, and that can also provide an entry point for criminals. Here are a few steps to stay safe on social media. If you receive an email with a friend request, don't open it. Go to your social media account via the app or a bookmark on your browser and check for friend requests. Make sure your privacy settings are locked down and that you know who can see your posts. But realize that anyone can screenshot your posts and publicize them. Also, anyone can make a fake account and send a friend request, and then they can use information they glean from your social media to crack your security questions and passwords. You've probably heard about ransomware in the news, and unfortunately these attacks are becoming more common. They can affect anyone from an individual to a large company or even a town. It's a form of malware that infiltrates the computer systems and encrypts all the data. In order to have your data released, you need to provide a ransom, often in Bitcoin. But even after paying, occasionally you will not receive a key. Just like email, cell phones are portals for criminal activity. Messages from criminals are called smishing. These messages try to get you to click on a link or call a number or provide personal information. Disable your Wi-Fi or Bluetooth when you're not using it. Public Wi-Fi is not secure, especially if you have enabled settings that allow networks to connect automatically. Don't log into your sensitive accounts while on public Wi-Fi. A data plan is a better option. It's encrypted but not foolproof. Keep your phone and apps up to date and remove any apps you don't use. Cyber attacks are very difficult to prosecute. Many of them originate overseas, and we may be unable to go after the perpetrators. Very few victims of theft are able to recover any funds. If your email is hacked, phishing emails may be sent to every person in your contact list. I'm sure we've all been on the receiving end of these. People are often fooled by investment schemes and romance schemes, which play the long game, and it may take months before you are asked for money. Real estate transactions are often targeted, and some people have very unfortunately lost their entire down payments when they were instructed to wire it to an unknown address. Keep in mind that old devices have hard drives that contain your data, even if you've deleted it. You can remove the hard drive before you recycle it or donate it and use a high-powered magnet to permanently erase the data. Or there's software that you can download that will overwrite the hard drive. Even tablets and cell phones contain hard drives. To recap, it's important to create unique and strong passwords for your critical accounts like banking, email, social media, online shopping, and retirement funds. Make sure not to click on links or videos that you're not expecting without checking with the sender first. Make sure to enable two-factor authentication. If your bank or email doesn't offer this, consider changing providers. Don't enter your critical passwords while using public Wi-Fi, and back up important documents on an external hard drive or USB and keep it safe. Here are a few additional resources that you might want to check into for more information. AARP Foundation Elder Watch, Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, Illinois Attorney General, and the Internet Crime Complaint Center. Thank you for listening to this presentation. If you have any questions or need assistance, please email the library at connect@lyelllibrary.org.